Right, I think I'm finally there, hopefully. This is now streaming. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm Subu, bringing crafting to you. And today I'm going to show you how I made these beautiful tree advents. Is that picking all of it up? I'll show it you sideways. That's probably why they want you to do it the other way, but I'll show you like that so you can see it. So each one of these boxes, you can put whatever you want in, open it up, and you might be able to use it more than 1 year. So quite nice size boxes to fit different chocolates in. I personally buy chocolate buttons and wrap them in foil and put them in each one because I don't want my grandchildren to have too much chocolate. Especially if they have lots of grandparents and mums and dads that are giving them loads of advent calendars. So I've made a couple so far for two of my grandchildren, and I'm making another one. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how I make them. So I like, I'm going to show you the two ways of constructing the box. So this was Design a Treat box, and you've got some lovely dies in this. That was the stamp set that went with it, and you got some lovely dies so that you can make a box and put a reindeer, lovely face. You can also make it as a bat. There is also on this some rabbit, they're the rabbit ears, and then some little ears that might be teddy bear ears, and then two where you can make them into presents. And this is lovely because it's got a number one on it as well, and there's a couple of ways you can do the numbers. You can either do the numbers as I've done, which is the full thing. You see that's the number 11, or you can take the ones out and use the ones on their own, or you can use the negative space as well to make them. So there's several ways of making the numbers as well. And they're rather lovely. And you get this little tag, and you get 3 of these, which is great because I use them to mount the numbers, look, on the back of that. And also you get these as well that are the right size to put the numbers on, and you get 3 of those as well, so it's quite good. But I want to show you yeah, put that, so I put them up, keep them on magnetic sheets so I don't lose any of them. So I thought this was really wonderful. I love the boxes and things, so I've got quite curvy as well set that came out, and this was Design a Treat, so it's wonderful. So simple. It's got all your fold marks. You can do it in card. I tend to do them in DSP. It works fantastic with just DSP. So you just have to fold, and I don't bother with my bone folder. I just use my hands. Sorry, was I at a screenshot? Still not. I don't know whether I'll ever get used to working with this camera situation that I've got. Now, as you notice, I don't fold them down. I fold these parts back. So I'll show you why in a minute. So I've done all the crease lines now, and I tend to glue them. Now, you don't have to glue them because it will actually, without gluing, it will fit together, but you can just fit them on here and put those 2 through. It's because I'm trying to make sure I need a spot and an area to show where I need to work. So you can, I'll just show you this way. So you can put the box together without gluing it, as you can see, like that. But I prefer to glue it. And I want to talk you through it slowly when I glue it. So I tend to glue just the outside edge, and then we'll just hold it a minute. And I just feel down it, just pressing it together. Then I tend to glue the other part here, there, like that, and I go down with my fingers inside. And then these two I glue at the same time, so I'll put some glue down on either side and then tuck those inside, and I tend to feel down that as well. So you can get 4 out of an A, I was going to say, well, I don't know whether you would, but you might be able to get 4 out of an A. No, you might not get it out of A4, which is R11 3/4 by 8. I tend to do, as I say, DSP. What I was meaning, you get 4 out of a 12 by 12 piece. Right, so the reason I glue them is because, as you can see, it's easier once glued to be able to put them together. So the first way is you tuck these down, and they're the right way, and then you just push up those through, and then do it the other way, and those through. And then that's great, because your reindeer or your bunny or your bear or your bat, if you just open these up, there we go, split them, a bit fiddly on camera, come on, there, I'm gonna, it's just, you can see that it's there, and you can just put your reindeer there like that, so that holds in place. So you don't need to glue it, so that you can take that off to get inside your box. Okay, now the other way, and the way I do it both ways, for the very top one I do it like this, because that's where you can fit the star on, which I'll go through that when we fit the star on. But to do the other way, I always bend these back the wrong way, because I found out that if I bend them back the wrong way, these tab bits here, then it gives more resistance when I do it my way, because if I don't, they come undone easy. So I put the two together and find where the slot is. You can see the slot now, and I bend it back the other way, and then the friction of it holds it. So that's why I always bend them the wrong way, even though when I now need it, and then it holds. It holds without you gluing it, doing anything. And then what I do is I stick, in fact, I should have one. Oh, I'll have plenty in here, won't I? So I'm just going to pull one out so you see what I mean, because I have a load in here that I've cut out, and I'll just pull one to show you. Okay, so I cut a load of these out. So this is the shape that I use for the numbers, and I just glue, sorry, I'm off camera again. Let's see if I can adjust myself. Let's move the camera down so I'll be able to see. So I just tend to put glue down this side and glue it only to one side like that, and put my numbers on. So therefore I can use this side to open up, and then open up and open up my box, and then of course I can get them back, putting it back in, and then sliding that back in, so the numbers are there, but you can use that as your undoing mechanism. Okay, so that's how I do it. So let me just put that box away. So what I tend to do is look for any of my wooden papers. Now there's a brand new Joy to, is it Joy to the World? I'm not sure that it's called Joy to the World, or Joy of Christmas maybe. And that, in that set of papers, it's got two two 12 by 12 wooden looking papers, and they are the darker ones. So lots of our papers will often have a wooden side, and I just felt that that was better for the tree trunk. So I'd stick two of the wooden ones together. That's going to form part of my trunk. Then I tend to do, and I've not arranged these. No, I've got stripe ones and the dotted ones, and these, one of those is a 9. Which is the 9? That's the 9, that's the 6. Okay, so I need to see where all my boxes are. So let's get in the rhythm where all the boxes are. So I'm going to just position them so that I don't make mistakes with this. First row is I want 4, so I tend to have every other one, so like this, and I want a stripy one, and that can be the 6. Is that the 6? Yes, that's definitely right. So started off with them like that. So I put it on the side so it comes out like that, and I'm just going to put glue down the side and then put that to there, put some more glue on that side, glue that one, and then put some glue on this side, and then we've got these. Now I tend to just hold them in the knit, so I do that and do that so that I'm making them square. Okay, and I don't have to hold them too long. Okay, so I'll put that on one side. Then I'm going to bring in, I'll have one of those, I'll have a 7, and then I'll have a, is this a 9? Yeah, oh no, I'll have 11. Yeah, that's 11. And so I glue these, so I use the side again, making sure that each one of my ones that open are at the right sides. Just gonna do that. So I use my boards, so I'm forcing them down so that they're going to be level at the back and level at the sides, like that. Just hold that, and then bring in my 4 one, and I'm going to put glue all on the bottom, and then I line up where the half of the door is. I line up that bit there with the door and that bit there at the door. Okay, so I go along like that and build it up, and then I put 2 on the top and then a 1 on the top. Now I'm not going to build any more because I've built this one, and now I want to show you we're going to add them on this side. So I am going to put the glue on the back. So I've already joined these two like you'd seen, and I then want to sit it down so that it's level with this side. Just hold that and bring that in, and I usually do the 4 one at the bottom, and then I want to just put glue on only 2 of the middle ones. So I want glue on the 2 middle ones, but I want glue all on the 4 back pieces, and then I would just normally glue them on, but because I've was showing you my process, I've glued that one as well. So I would actually make up one whole one like you'd seen, and then I would start to build it before each row. So I'd do the 4-1 and slot it on. Might be better if you let it glue slightly. So let the glue set is what I'm trying to say. And then it get it all even, so I just need to hold it a second or two. So that it's gluing. And it doesn't matter which numbers you put where, really. So we've got that so far, and then we bring in the 2 that I'm going to put here. So as I say, it's better, we're going to glue them. Which one? I want 2 and 5. So I'm going to glue the 2, glue it to the 5. So you'd let that set a little bit longer. And then you'd bring in the bottom. So you glue the bottom of these 2, and then you'd glue the back. Now I'm rushing this, so it's not having time to really set. That's what I'd like it to, really. So I'll just hold those for a minute. I'll do a bit more. And then you've got the last one, make sure 6 and 9 you've got them right. So that just has glue on the bottom and glue on the back. And then that just goes into there. And I just felt, because that makes it 24 doing that, and I just don't like the ending of the 2 at the top, so it's not tree, a good tree. So what I do for the top is I make the box as I showed you with the tabs out, but this time instead of putting it the way it'd be like that, instead of putting it like that, because they're folded in, the boxes folded in look like that. So instead of having it like that, I've got my 2 pieces hanging out at the top, and I put it the opposite way. So the others have all gone like that. Let's show you. The others have gone like that and all like that, but I wanted this one to open from the top, so because this is going to be the support for my star at the top, so I wanted it coming out at the top. And then I put a 25th, but I put it on the front and the back. So make sure I get this right way, and then I'm just going to be gluing on the bottom of this, and that then I'm going to put in the middle. So let me turn it sideways to put it in the middle, so that I've got my box going in the middle. Okay, so we'll set that to one side, so you can see now it's got the 25th that way and the 25th that way. Okay, just so that this isn't bare, because you'll do this side first and then you'll turn it round and you'll do this side second. So like the 12 days is blue apart from the top one, which is the 25th one, and then this one is the green side, the Christmassy green. Right, so just going to put that on one side and show you how I do the star. So of course, when you've cut these out, you've got all these bits. Rather than just chucking that away, those dies will fit in there like that. So you can cut 4 of these out ready for your doors to do your numbers. Or I've got a 1 1/8. I think you can still get this punch, and I'm just going to punch one out, and I think that's a bit bigger as well, so I want to punch 2 of these out. Okay, so I will then glue these together. So let's just glue these together and then they can be set apart. Okay, so glue those 2 together, and gluing them together with my glue, it makes it thicker. Okay, the DSP works brilliantly with this. You could use cardigan. Right, I'm going to move those out of the way. Whoops. Not lost my star. Now, in the actual, you see there, in the actual stitch stars, this was a beautiful set that you can't get now, but there are so many stars, and it was called, no, it wasn't called So Many Stars. It's got all these lovely stars to use. I'm just going to check that this is the one that I have used. Yes, it is. So what I'm going to do is cut out 2 of those in gold. So I've got some gold card. Where's my scissors? Yeah, they're on the edge here. So I'm going to run some gold card. Now, I've just lost the die. What have I done with the die? Underneath? Yeah, underneath. Right. So I tend to not run too much of the gold card through, because my plates are old. I tend to just do a rough outline and run it through so it doesn't spoil the rest of my gold card. So just going to bring in an very old die machine. This was my first die machine that I ever bought. Still going strong really, but I just need to pull this through, and I tend to take it backwards and forwards to make sure it's cut it out. Now, I'm not bothered. I've done it 2 ways. I have done it where I've taken the see, I need to do it a bit more because this is not because this is a very old die machine. I need to keep putting it through to get the cutout done. So in fact, sometimes I turn it over and put it in as well. Now, as I was saying, this intricate die has got lots of things that you can poke out. Well, I decided I liked it with them in, so I try not to let any of them fall out. So let's see. So at the moment they're all intact. So just place that down, and we're going to cut another one of those out. So just do a quick rough cut of my gold and just place that on there. So I need 2 of these. Now there's probably stars, or you could do a snowflake really if you wanted to, I expect. But that hopefully I've not slipped, because the foil, it can be quite slippy. So anything that you've got that's star-like, I'm sure there's something in the recent catalogue that's got star in. I'm sure there will be. Very similar to this. I'm sure I've seen something. I just thought this was such a beautiful set. Not used it enough, of course, because you buy things and then you don't always get enough use out of them. So what I do is I am going to stick glue on all of my star. So I'm going to stick glue so that it's catching all those pieces so that they won't fall out. And I am going to position it so that we've got the star fitting on to this piece, evenly, but I want to make sure I can cut up this piece. So I'm just going to turn that over, and then this star as well, I'm going to absolutely glue all the pieces so that hopefully none will fall out. But it doesn't matter if you wanted it without these. I can't remember what the one's like in the catalogue, and because it's a star it'll fit anyway. And I then just manipulate it a little, so making sure that I've got all the edges together. Just keep working on it. Don't want to get glue on it, just pushing it together so that it will take it like that. Just keep having a look all the way round. Okay, so right, now what I'm going to do is cut up with my sharp scissors. I'm going to cut up so that we go up, go in there a little bit more and cut right up to that star. Then I'm going to bring in back in my tree, and then that will just push on the top of that. In fact, I might have cut it a little bit too much. Might have wanted my star down a little bit further. So let's close it up again. And if you twist it, I don't know whether you saw that I twisted it slightly, that will hold then, that's not dropping off, so that will hold the star on your Christmas tree. So that's what I've got. So I've done it with all of them. For storage at the moment, I take the star off so that it's fairly flat to do it. Showing you the ones. So far I've made 3. Great way to use up old DSP as well, because you need quite a few. So if you are planning on making it, you need 25 boxes. So you'll need 25 boxes. You could do it completely multicolored. Do any color you want, because Christmas trees these days are any color you like, so it doesn't have to be the green. So I've used some old celebration paper on this one, and the boho indigo I've used on this. And what I tend to do is whatever I've done the back predominantly, so this is Granny Apple Green, and so I've actually used the Granny Apple Green one that was free. Can't remember what it was called now, for all my, oh, have I made a mess of that one? Yeah, I have. I would have done the green on all of them, but it looks as though I've swapped my 12 and done it with the other one, and so I've swapped the 20 and done it with that one. So but this one is for a very young child that's not going to notice that I've done that. So there, I think my star has fell off. I've just banged it and my star fell off. There, it's gone back on. So yeah, so that's my Christmas tree. So I've made 3 so far. Contemplating whether I'm going to make another one. I just think they're so nice to make. If you haven't got this set where you can make the box, I mean, I just loved it. Look at the bat. So I just thought my grandsons made theirs. In fact, I'm going to show you an idea that my grandson came up with. I said about making some Christmas cards, and he wanted to make a tree. So I used the tree punch, the pine punch, and said, let's cut out the tree. So we cut out the tree and then push the tree so that the tree would stick inside. We used the blending brushes to do this tree. and then use the stars. This is from another set. The stars that were in that was Give It a Whirl, which is still available, but the stars, the biggest star is that size, which isn't big enough for the project I've just done. So this was the oldest grandchild that designed this card, and I'd got some of these that I was making cards, and he said, can I have one of those? So I gave him one of those, and then we just printed the Merry Christmas inside. But the youngest grandchild, I said, do you want to do the same idea? And we set up my stamping apparatus so that it will do the ho-ho in the same place. And he said, Nana, I want mine to be a red Christmas tree. And he said, and I want my trunk to be orange. And I just think this is absolutely gorgeous that he's made. Just so simple. That's the biggest star, and then he's done the medium star for inside in the yellow. But I just thought that is so simple, but that was a child's design, and I thought that is great. I love it, absolutely love that. So that's, I think every time they come they might make some. So the eldest grandson had a bit of an accident with this. I'm just going to see if we can perhaps do some red round here actually, so that this doesn't look so odd. We'll do something with that. But yeah, two ways of doing the same design. But I love the red tree. I think it's great. And so what we did, we used the sponge dauber for the trunk. So just got some on the sponge dauber, and you just dab that for the bottom. And I just think it's great. Love it. So hope you do too. Hope you love my Christmas trees. I've been, this time of year, I start making loads of Christmas cards, which if you've been watching my videos, you'll have seen that I've been doing quite a lot of designs. The last design I didn't bother filming because thought people might be fed up of me filming Christmas cards at the minute. But I just thought, well, I'm making Advent. It's whatever I'm needing at the time that I tend to film. So I want to get these out of the way to make these Christmas Advents so that they're done. So I hope you liked my idea. Give it a go. As I say, you could make your own little boxes to these, and make your own little tree like what I've made, even if you haven't got the die. There's often little dies, but it was Designer Treat Box. So thank you very much for watching. Do stay safe, stay well. Bye for now.